Okay, so this is my reaction response to Tana Mongeau's The N-word video that she posted 2 days ago. I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet and to the point. Apparently in the video she was talking about how she was on tour and somebody came up to her and, you know, one of her VIP buddies or whatever, and said the N-word to her, and how she was so scared and flushed and didn't know what to do and was scared for her life. Mind you, she's a white female, okay? Just watching the video, I'm gonna call bullshit. Like, I can't. I really can't feel any sympathy for this girl. Because as an African American woman, as a Afro Latina woman, sorry girl, I can't. I don't feel any empathy for you at all. And here's why. For one, there is a video that has surfaced of her saying the N-word with the hard ER multiple times.
You know you're a stupid nigger, right?
You fucking nigger!
And then, you know, going through tweets and doing my research and reading, she claims that she was only 13 when she used the word and she didn't know what the word meant. I'm calling bullshit. Because how are you 13 years old and you don't know what the N-word means in a racist fueled country, and you don't know, by the age of 13, you don't know what the N-word means? And the way that she was saying it also insinuates the fact that she knew exactly what the fuck she was saying and what the word meant. So I can't really believe that excuse either. Okay, there have been plenty of incidents, where there have been people younger than the age of 13 who have said the N-word and knew exactly what they were saying. Okay, so that's one thing. I don't believe you. I'm sorry, I can't. Second of all, throughout the video, she was saying how she didn't want the video to be towards her and how she didn't want people to feel bad for her, but she's constantly saying, I felt this way, or I this, and people wanting to come and meet me, and I feel so, and I. If you wanted to make a video about racial inequality, and I understand that you wanted to use that situation that you were in to I don't even know the word that I'm looking for, but if you wanted to use that situation to branch off into racial inequality, then that I would understand. You say what happened. Like, she was just, to me, she was being so dramatic about the story. If you wanted to talk about inequality with people of color in America, in the world, you could have just said your bit. Somebody said the N-word to me. It made me feel like this, and this is why I'm making this video, you know? Like, it was so, to me, it was so self-centered. And again, I can't fuck with it. I can't. And third of all, I will say that I do agree with her acknowledging her white privilege, because in America, in the world, white privilege does exist. I do will also agree with her saying what she said about white people never being afraid when a police officer comes around and people of color do. That is true as well. So I will agree with her there. But everything else around the video was just, I just call bullshit. Like, I can't really sit here and believe that you saying that you grew up around, or you grew up wherever you grew up, and saying the N-word was a term of endearment, or was like saying, hey buddy, or like, that makes no sense to me. That literally makes no sense to me, especially by the age of 13. Like, I know what, you're like in middle school, Black History Month, slavery. Like, I know that was in your history books, even if it was for a chapter. Like, I know that it was in your history books. So I can't really respect you for that. Like, and people are like cheering you up and saying thank you for calling this out and thank you for doing this. And it's like, no, there are hundreds of thousands of other people who have been speaking about this for centuries, and for you to think that speaking on a situation that happened to you, that the word doesn't even directly affect you. And that's another thing. The word doesn't even directly affect you as a person, as a white woman in America. That word does not affect you at all. So for you to be extra, like for you to be over dramatic and say, I didn't know if he had a gun or a knife or how it was gonna, like, you are being over dramatic, and it was uncalled for. So I really think that video was bullshit. And for people to be encouraging you and telling you like, oh my God, I feel so bad for you, like, why? And I'm pretty sure half of the people who are saying this to you witnessed their white privilege, or they've seen things like this, and they've heard people who, you know, people of color who speak about this on a daily basis, and it's nothing to them, you know. And now all of a sudden that you're saying something now is this big, like, controversial thing, like it's always been. So I don't know. That's just my take on it. I'm gonna leave it at this. I know people are gonna come for me about my response and about what I have to say, and honestly, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I don't. If you want to have a discussion in the comment section, feel free. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. But if it's, I don't know, I'm not even gonna say I would love to hear what you guys have to say, because I'm pretty sure 99% of the people that click on this video are gonna be fans of her, and what you're gonna say is gonna be totally, like, I don't even know. It's not gonna have anything to do with what I'm talking about. There's no way in the fucking world, it's especially if you're white, that you're gonna be able to relate to me and my anger behind the video. So I don't even want to hear it. But besides that, I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna make like a 17-20 minute video on it. Those are my thoughts, and that's just what it is.